I'm Mike Faber. Welcome to another one of our series of leadership and sales podcasts. Today I'm thinking about questions, the power of questions. We don't ask enough questions, do we? Oftentimes what happens is the questions that we ask don't get asked of the people we should be asking them of. I'm talking specifically here about hallway conversations. Think about the last corporate gathering you went to. Maybe it was in a big reception area or at a large hotel, and you had hundreds, if not thousands of people all gathered in one room. All the leaders were up on stage, and you heard each of them talk. Now, I'm not trying to disparage any leaders here, but let's face it, a lot of times those leaders sound like the old adult cartoon characters in the Peanuts. Remember that? Instead of saying something logical, they just say, wah, 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 wah. I mean, that's the way adults sound to kids. I know that's the way I sound to my kids sometimes. So as you think about the questions that you ask, think about whether you sound like the adult in the Peanuts cartoon or whether you sound like someone who's making sense when you ask your questions. Here's a tip. When you ask questions, try to ask as many open-ended questions as you can. A question that's open-ended will elicit a response that's not just a yes or a no. You want to find out information, right? You want to salve your curiosity, if you will. You want to reach new heights in your corporate career. Ask great questions, listen to the answers, follow up with more questions, and then and only then tell people what you think about a situation. I'm Mike Faber. I'm always asking questions, and sometimes I sound a little bit more coherent than wah, 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 wah. We'll see you next time on the Sales and Leadership Podcast.